Say I'm tripping. Does his shot not look like Kevin Durant's shot? Look, it looked like he shoot like KD. Look.
Which is also something that will become even more important.
He shoot like KD, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well,
it's your time, it's his time, it's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine. Welcome back to the channel, man. Appreciate those who've been tuned in. We got, how good is Bryce James actually? He's the third kid. Usually the third kid is the best kid. Let's find out though. Or the last kid. Not the third kid. He's the second, the third basketball player pretty much. Out of Bronny and him.
Things must come to an end. That being said, LeBron has been plotting the continuation of his legacy after he retires, in the form of his two sons, Bronny and Bryce. It's no secret by now that Bronny's freshman year at USC has started shakier than expected. And although this doesn't mean he won't be a future star, it may just suggest that LeBron's second son, Bryce James, may just be the next king to claim LeBron's throne. Currently incredibly highly recruited as a 16-year-old, Bryce has been dominating in his junior year for the Sierra Canyon Trailblazers, and is looking to declare for the 2026 NBA Draft. That being said,
how do y'all know that though? How do y'all know that?
James, actually.
Well, what are his stats though?
Welcome to Sportsphere. Let's get into it.
When you say he's dominating, what are his stats? 'Cause I think he'll be good.
The youngest James' son.
Because he's the youngest, so he's playing with his dad and his older brother. He's gonna develop faster. That's why I think he's gonna be good.
Younger than Bronny.
How many years? Oh, my fault, y'all. How many?
In Cleveland, Ohio, making him 3 years younger than
3
Bronny.
years? Yeah, he's playing with. Think about it, his brother's 3 years older than him, and he's practicing with his dad. So of course he's gonna develop faster.
Early life saw him move around from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, and eventually to California, moving around the states based on which team LeBron was playing for, where he would move to Sierra Canyon with his older brother Bronny. Soon after, LeBron moved to the Lakers, with Bryce spending his freshman and junior year at Sierra Canyon. Without significant on-court opportunity, Bryce soon enrolled at Campbell Hall High School, and after a brief stint, moved back to Notre Dame High School, a top private basketball school in Sherman Oaks,
California. How many schools they went to?
And due to the many recent transfers, he was ineligible to suit up with Notre Dame.
I was about to say, yeah, it has to be
allowed to practice. And after Bronny finished up his senior year at Sierra Canyon, Bryce would again move back to Sierra Canyon on November 21st.
Ah, damn, Bryce!
Naturally, as the son of one of the greatest basketball players ever,
oh yeah, he had a mamie growth spurt.
No matter what you do. And the first thing that Bryce got significant media attention for was in September 2018, when LeBron claimed his 11-year-old son at the time was the best shooter in the household in a tweet, retweeting a video of Bryce getting buckets.
This is the messed up part. I love how LeBron is so, like, I love how he want his sons to be great and have their own name, but sometimes I think what Bron don't realize is, bro, you always saying something, you putting a target on their back. Sometimes you do gotta chill and just let them beat in, bro, for real. Cause I remember it was something like, Bron my favorite player. Y'all know how me and Bron are, you know. So Bron my favorite player. So with that being said, Bron had pretty much said Bronny was better than some dudes in the NBA, and then now he having a off season in college. And then it's like, oh, let the kid be a kid, whatever. Like, nah, Bron, I'm sorry, bro. That you can't do that after you said he was better than people in the NBA. That's the part where you got to take some responsibility for.
From deep.
But
and after this tweet, it wouldn't be until 4 years later when Bryce would again get significant attention, but for a totally different reason. At just 15, get significant attention, but for a totally different reason.
Not playing. Well,
at just
yeah,
15, in 2022. With Bryce's first AAU appearance in a while, spectators would see the result of his latest growth spurt, seeing him stand at around 6'6", which surprised many, because during his Sierra Canyon days, he was never seen as taller than his brother, who stood at 6'4". This saw Bryce stand at around the same height as his father LeBron, at the same age, if not taller. And combining these two features of Bryce's stature and game, his shooting as well as his size, makes him a scary talent, perfectly suited for the modern NBA, on paper at least. And when we delve into the specifics, watching games from his ongoing junior year
good move,
as well as different tournaments, we see that Bryce is generally playing a small forward role, just like his dad.
He's
Scouting
6'6"
reports
though.
confirm that his best attribute seems to be his shooting, where he has a soft touch and generally seems to
His
have
form,
a
he got a pure form.
He also has good perimeter defense for his size, and as he continues to grow, he seems like he would be a good, versatile contributor on the defensive end, as the NBA becomes more positionless. Some experts saying he might grow to 6'9", and others saying he might grow to 6'11". Regardless, it's likely that Bryce James will become a physical specimen, just like his father. He has also developed into a decent 3-level scorer, with decent dribbling.
Like, he got moves. He looked like lanky kind of, because usually the people with the crazy growth spurts, they have the long ass legs, like no weird shit. But he just, I don't know. They say he look a little goofy because of his glasses, but hey, fuck it. I ain't gonna lie, Bryce here. Try to get contacts, bro. Y'all can afford them. Get some contacts. You don't want to wear the goggles while you hoop. It don't look all that good. But I'm not gonna lie. I think he gonna be good.
He can create opportunities for himself.
The
Not
move.
to mention, naturally, the genetics passed down from his father and wisdom from LeBron has trickled down.
He
on
just
Bryce.
looked like that.
Just
He looked like he
Bryce,
play hella
Bryce
slow
is a
though.
high
I'm not even
IQ
gonna lie. He play at his own
basketball
pace,
player
but it
for
looked
his
really
age,
slow.
Plays basketball the right way and often makes the right reads. Having LeBron as his dad, it is not massively surprising that he has a mature mind for the game, which is also something that will become even more
like you could
important
like
as he
look.
gets older. While
He
Bryce is
kind
not
of
as
does his
dynamic
shot not
as
look
it will
like
become
Kevin?
even
Hold
more
on.
massively surprising that he
Say
has
I'm tripping. Does his shot not look like Kevin Durant's shot?
a
Look.
mature mind for the
Look.
game, which is also something that will.
Does his shot not look like Kevin KD shots? Tell me I'm lying. Look. There's bro. Hold on. It looked like he shoot like KD. Look.
Which is also something that will become even more important.
He shoot like
gets older.
KD, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
While Bryce is not as dynamic of an athlete, he has a solid base for a young player. With good
Yeah, you can tell he's not crazy. He can dunk the ball. He's not crazy athletic. You can tell Bronny and Bron are way more athletic than him.
It's still really early to be calling a basketball player a finished product. That being said,
That looked ugly
he is
as
still
hell.
just 16 at the end of the day, and only just begun adjusting to his recent growth spurt. And as he continues to grow, likely to 6'9" or beyond, Bryce James may just be the closest thing to LeBron we may see. That being said, how good is Bryce James? Well, to compare Bryce to
Y'all
the
gonna
rest
put
of
the
his
numbers
draft
though?
class,
What is he
looking at
averaging?
prospect rankings, 24/7 Sports has him as a 3-star prospect and the 142nd ranked prospect in his class. As for ESPN, they don't even have Bryce James as a top 100 ranked prospect. However, he's ranked 44th in the small forward recruit category, 32nd in his region, and 19th in the state of California. Bryce is generally seen as a 3 or 4-star prospect, with some scouting programs even projecting him to be a 2026 first-round pick. Although this isn't a great sign for
Bro,
Bryce's
just
future
let them
as an NBA
hoop. Like,
prospect,
stop with all
it's
the
not bad at
first
all.
round shit, bro. Just let the
NCSA allows college
let them
coaches
get
to
there
be able
first,
to see
bro.
that athlete make contact and
Let them get there
Arguably,
first.
LeBron's biggest rival, Steph Curry, was a 3-star prospect in high school
It's not LeBron's biggest rival. What are we talking about?
before heading to Davidson. New Milwaukee Bucks superstar Damian Lillard was a 3-star prospect coming out of high school, with CJ McCollum also being a 3-star prospect coming out of high school. And now they've all made waves in the NBA world, despite being underrated earlier in their career. The current modest rankings of Bryce James suggests that scouts are noticing Bryce as a future NBA prospect, however still show that there is plenty of room to improve, which will see him climb up the prospect ranks in the next couple years. On top of that, Bryce is only a couple months into his junior year of high school, as he looks to continue to put in work for the Blazers.
What are his
At
stats?
16
How
years old, it is much more interesting to think about how good Bryce James will become. Well, for one thing, Bryce has arguably the best coach possible. LeBron is clearly a big influence on his sons' lives, and he is going to be able to help both of them.
I love this, bro, but sometimes you gotta step back, bro. Like, you just gotta step back. You gotta let the kids be the kids, bro. You gotta just let him grow on his own. Like, you can be there, don't get me wrong. Like, Bron can be there, but you can't keep on like in this instance. Coaching him is cool, don't get me wrong, but he also gotta have different coaches in his life, bro.
LeBron is clearly a big influence on his sons' lives, and he is going
I'm
to be
just
able
saying.
to help both of them.
It's
on
good
the
that
court
he like
and
really
off the court.
there for him. I think he's
LeBron
also there because
also
LeBron didn't have a
wants
dad
the
too.
very best for his sons, so that maybe one day he can play in the NBA with at least one of them. We don't know whether LeBron will retire before Bryce gets near the league, but you know that the Lakers superstar will do whatever he can to get his son into the league. Bryce might only be a 3-star prospect at the moment, but he is already getting the very best coaching possible, as well as plenty of chances to play against some of the best players in the country. His last name is going to open up a lot of doors moving forward, so don't be surprised if that prospect rating improves before he heads to college. As for which college Bryce will take his talents to, in October 2023, it was reported that Bryce was making an unofficial visit to Ohio State. The Buckeyes have a very close relationship with the James family. And LeBron
Why didn't Bronny go there?
To go to college, it would have been at Ohio State, and the school were one of the finalists on Bronny's list before he chose USC. Bryce currently has offers from Ohio State, as well as Duquesne. But regardless where Bryce ends up after high school, there's no doubt that LeBron will ensure he's in an ideal situation to showcase his talents and continue to develop. Anyways, Bryce James is a 16-year-old who is still growing into his body, but he seems to be much closer to his dad LeBron in play style and physique than his older brother Bronny. And although not ranked exceptionally high as a prospect, expect his basketball ability, led by his good shooting and fundamentals, lift his prospect rank dramatically in the next couple of years. How good do you think Bryce James really is? Why not put your thoughts in the comments down below? While you're down there, hit that like button and subscribe.
The younger one always, it's like LaMelo Ball, right? Everybody's probably going to say he's the best Ball brother, right? Why? Because he was the youngest one still playing with them. Like, he's playing varsity with them, so he's developing faster than they were at that age. You know what I'm saying? He had a little bit of an advantage. That's usually what happens. It's not saying that Bronny not going to be good. I think Bronny's going to have a good sophomore season. But Bryce, if he's working out with his dad, working out with his brother who's 3 years older than him, of course he gonna develop faster. He's gonna get, like, I seen little highlights, like he be doing this thing, but I gotta know what he's doing on his team currently. They didn't put up any stats or nothing like that, so I gotta do some research on my own. But anyways, if y'all like this video, make sure to like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'm gone.